Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of English Trivia. Learning how to speak a foreign language will provide you with great opportunities. More opportunities can translate into a better quality of life. But do all languages provide the same level of opportunity? If that were the case, then why do so many people prefer English? According to the online encyclopedia Wikipedia.com, approximately 375 million people speak English as their first language. It is probably the third largest language by number of native speakers after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. So, English is not the most popular language? Estimates that include second language speakers vary greatly from 470 million to 1 billion. Linguistics professor David Crystal calculates that non-native speakers now outnumber native speakers by a ratio of 3 to 1. Interesting. There are actually more non-native speakers than native ones? So, it is popular. The question is, why? English began its journey overseas when it traveled to its neighboring region, Ireland. The growing power of the English Empire and the establishment of the first permanent English-speaking colony in North America in 1607 was a major step towards the globalization of the language. We need to remember, though, that at that time people spoke different types of English dialects. In the 19th century, after the standardization of British English, this relatively well-established language was brought to various parts of the British Empire in Africa, Asia, and Oceania. In Europe, English received a more central role, particularly since 1919, when the Treaty of Versailles was composed not only in French, the common language of diplomacy at the time, but also in English. The English-speaking regions of Canada and the Caribbean have historical connections with the UK and the Commonwealth, and geographical and economic connections with the US. Are there other reasons for the global expansion of English? The Roman alphabet, which English is based on, is the most widely used alphabet in the world today. It is shared among languages such as English, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Swedish, and Dutch. It is also used for the official Malaysian, Indonesian, and Turkish languages. Since the Roman alphabet is phonetic rather than character-based, it is a far more effective way for depicting the actual sounds of words and phrases. The dawn of the internet spread English further. The amount of web content in English is estimated to be about 70%, making it the lingua franca of the computing and online world. English has the richest technical vocabulary of any language, largely because native and non-native speakers alike use it to communicate technical ideas. English plus Microsoft equals a new cultural revolution, a global means of communication that is irrepressibly contagious, adaptable, populist, and subversive. Robert McCrum. Today we talked about why and how English became the universal instrument of communication. Learn English to communicate with people. Don't study it as a subject to pass a test. Until next time, happy learning!